to be doing a 100,000 diamond giveaway when the channel hits 100,000 subscribers. If you want to enter, then make sure to subscribe to me and Rose's Roblox with all notifications on. Her channel is linked in the description. Like this video and follow me in Roblox at ImaGamerGirl. That's ImaGamerGirl with the L and I switched. Hello gamers! So today we finally have the evidence that we needed. And so in my last video that was talking about the Spring Halo 2020 and which options can give you the halo on all of the stories, I mentioned how I noticed that some stories seem to have two options that could win a halo, but I hadn't actually seen any proof of it, therefore I didn't want to make a video about it until I knew for sure that that definitely was the case, because I don't want to accidentally give out information that would turn out to be wrong or something like that. But anyways, now I have evidence that there are actually two options on some stories. I don't think it's on all of them. I think it's just some that can give the halo, which is massive news. And so some of you may know the Phantoms actually had a secret rework update. If you go and look here, you can see how now it says story by and then it says who the story is by, and that wasn't there before. And I was thinking like, oh, that's just that, you know, just a small update. But I think when this happened, there was actually another secret update that came out. And that's that on some stories you actually have two options that can give the halo. If you come and look at this was actually an Instagram post by Akari.Royale. I'm kind of surprised that I saw it, but I did because I was like looking on hashtags to see if anyone had posted any screenshots of winning the halo, and then I saw this person's screenshot, and so you can see it says, you notice how frightened the small bunny looks, so you gently pick it up and try to comfort her with soft pets on her head. The bunny becomes so relaxed that she starts to fall asleep the more you pet, closing her eyes ever so slowly. Once the bunny's asleep, you find a park bench to sit on when you both take a short snooze. When you wake up, the bunny is gone, but in your hands lies a rare Easter halo. How mysterious. Did the bunny leave this behind as a gift for you? And so they didn't actually say which option they picked or what story it was, but by looking at the colour of it, which is blue, I knew that it's option A. And because of what the story says, it's quite clear that it was the tiny small bunny story. Wait, that was what it was, right? Tiny white bunny, something like that. It's this story, okay? The one that says, shortly after making a wish at the Fountain of Dreams, and then option A is to pick up the bunny. And so then you can see over here, Etheria actually won the new halo, and so you can see their story said, seeing how small and fragile the bunny is, you're worried it will get hurt all alone. You sit down next to it for a long time and have a great time bonding with it. Your new friend looks up at you and suddenly its pink nose starts to glow. So because it says pink nose, that means that it must be this same story. And you may be thinking, well, this is definitely the tiny white bunny story, but how do you know that the other one is? It could be the similar one, which is the pink rose story. But if you go and you read both of these, listen to the start bit. Seeing how small and fragile the bunny is, you're worried it will get hurt all alone. You notice how frightened the small bunny looks, so you gently pick it up and try to comfort her. The way how it was written is so similar. It's quite clear this was definitely written by the same person. It is not written by CoolCat9074, okay? By the way, just in case it turns out that the option A was actually from the Pink Rose story, I did do some more looking around just in case, and I actually saw this. This was from JB's Life on YouTube, and so you can see they actually had what is definitely the Pink Rose story, because you can see it says you reach down to pet the bunny, and you can see it's option B because of the colour, which means even if the option A was from the Pink Rose story, there is still clear proof that there are two options from the same story which can get the halo. So yeah, that confirms that two options on a story can now give a halo. I'm pretty sure this is an update that came up with the Spring Halo 2020, because I did actually see a lot more people saying that they had won the halo from the same story but from different options, and it definitely didn't look like people were lying, because there were just so many people saying different things and it was kind of confusing, to be honest, when I was making my video. But this explains it. It's because there's two options on some stories. And so XMafalda3POX actually posted this tweet saying about that, I'm only missing two stories, but it seems like people are getting halos for more than one option on the stories. And yeah, when I first saw this tweet, I was like, yeah, but Noten sent that too, but I think people are just lying. I thought people were lying. And didn't think this was actually going to be the case because there was no mention in the update log that the fountain had been reworked. It just kind of appeared. And I kind of get why it wasn't mentioned in the update log, because it's not like the entire fountain system has been reworked, but I personally think this is quite a significant update, and it has actually increased the chances of winning the Halo, which I will come to later. But first of all, you can see this is the team choosing story. This is the one where it's the excellent Royale High cook-off. And so option A was Team Ash, and option D was Zed, and you can see people seem to have won the Halo from both of those, so both of these can actually give the Halo. And then over here in the Headband Girl story, you can see option A gives the Halo. I've actually seen the screenshot of that one from Jemmy Ribbits. And then you can see option B has apparently had people winning the Halo from that as well. And then the Bunny with the Rose story, someone told me that they won it from D, but then someone else also told me that they won it from A. It seems like you can win it from both of those. And then, of course, there's also the Tiny White Bunny story, which means there are 4 options out of 8 that actually have 2 options that can give you the Halo. And so I'm thinking this is probably going to be a permanent feature, so half of them will only have 1 option that give the Halo, the other half will have 2 options that can give the Halo. I also think that the second option will come later. I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't anyone talking about a second option before the new Halo stories were added, and also the story by person thing wasn't there. And I'm pretty sure that's when the fountain got its secret rework. But anyways, now I want to go and show you all how many wins the Spring Halo actually has in comparison to the Lucky Halo 2020. So here we are on Royale High, and so if we come and look at the badges and we scroll down a little bit. Now let me go and check actually, when did the Spring Halo 2020 come out? Okay, so it actually came out on May the 1st, which means it's been out for about 2 weeks, so half the time that it's going to be overall staying for. The Lucky Halo stayed for 5 weeks, if I'm correct. And okay, if you come and look at this, you can see it has 4,549 wins. And so assuming that this Halo is going to stay for a full month, that means that we need to go and double it in order to see an approximation of how many people are actually going to win this Halo. 9,098 people. So we can round it up to 9,100 people approximately. Do note that's just an approximation. It obviously depends on how many people actually use the fountain as to how many people win it. But yeah, that's a significant amount more than the Lucky Halo. Where is that? Here we are, 7,648. And so that Halo stayed for 5 weeks, if I'm correct, because it came out on St. Patrick's Day, but it didn't go away until the 1st of May, which means it stayed for a month, and okay, that's 2 weeks actually. Over 2 weeks, that's 6 weeks. So if I go and divide it by 6 to get 1 week, then I multiply it by 4, that means if it had stayed out for just a month, it would have had approximately 5,100 winners, which is a lot less than the Spring Halo by 4,000. So it's very clear that this change has made a massive difference in how many people have won the Halo. Obviously, it could be a coincidence that more people have won this Halo. It could just be because more people are using the fountain. But I'm pretty sure that it also has to do with the fact that now there's 2 options in some stories that can win the Halo. And so this is kind of exciting because it means that now the Royale High team has more control on how many people win Halos. And if we go and look at the St. Patrick's Day, the Halloween Halo 2019, 871 winners. I'm pretty sure that was not planned, but if they had this system before so that it would be possible that more than one option could give the Halo, then they would have a lot more control on it because they could just make it so 2 options win the Halo, and then all of a sudden the amount of people winning the Halo goes up. So I think this is a really, really cool update, since it means the Royale High team will have more control on how many people win the Halo, which means that we're less likely to have a situation like the Halloween Halo 2019 where people go asking for 11 Halos for it or something ridiculous like that. I don't even know what people are trading for that Halo anymore, but I know it's way too much. It really, really isn't worth that much, okay? Autumn Halo, add in like a few diamonds, or the Winter Halo 2019, and I think that's a good trade. You shouldn't be asking for more, but I know what people are like, you know? people will just take advantage of the fact that people are willing to offer that much, and so they will ask for that much, and it kind of makes sense. But anyways, that is the end of the video. Let me know if you were guessing that this was actually the case, that there could maybe be several options that win the Halo. I was guessing it, but I wanted to see definite proof before I made a video about it, and now we're seeing the proof, so now I can make the video. But anyways, make sure you're in the bell to be notified, you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.